Hugh, Lucky Impact making his debut. You've been on board for a couple of trials now. What can you tell us about him?
Well, he's a very nice horse, actually, Tom. He's got a really good brain. I was impressed with my first sit on him, which was Chung Fa a few months ago, and I've ridden him more recently here at Sha Tin. So, look, he's obviously, like any horse, he's going to benefit from the experience of race conditions, but he's drawn an attractive barrier in 3, and it doesn't look an overly strong field, so I would imagine he can be competitive, definitely. But whatever he does, he will improve on next season.
What did you notice from that first Chung Fa trial to that most recent trial you rode him here at Sha Tin, where he looked to be under a nice enough hold?
Yeah, well, he, like I said, he's a pretty sensible horse, so he takes it all in his stride. But he's just a bit more adaptive out of the barriers and jumped onto the bridle a bit better. But it's gonna be a few more questions asked come race day, so it'll be interesting to see what response he can give.
Only looks to be maybe one potential leader in the race without a great deal of speed. Do you just posse up sort of off the speed, somewhere midfield maybe from the draw?
Well, that will depend on how quick they go and how he jumps, of course. I mean, I'll ride him where he's comfortable. If I'm in the box seat, I won't give that away, but I won't push him to be there. I'll ride him where he's comfortable so he can travel and balance up and finish off strongly. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see what's response he can give if everything goes well.
Karis, KEEFY returned to form when you jumped aboard last time out. Don't know if that was a coincidence or not, but it was a good performance overall. And what did you make of it in the end?
Yeah, Tom, he did lose his form a bit before his last start. He's come down a lot in the rating too. So I thought his last time it was a very good win from him. He did everything very well. He jumped and he put himself in the winning spot. And when I did press the button, he responded all the way through a line. So I thought it was a very gutsy win.
He peaked on a 100 rating, and we know what a good sort of 4-year-old year he'd had. Did he just sort of, you think, maybe just when he got up high in the ratings, just got a bit lost in the handicaps?
Yeah, well, it looks like it. He got up pretty quick, and he must have struggled a bit up there. So I think he dropped a few more points, and like I said, he had no weight on his back last time, and he won a good race, and looking forward to riding him again.
Small field, we know it can be tactical. He's drawn gate 6. How do you sort of see it panning out? Because he did race up outside the leader last start.
Yeah, he's going to get himself again in a handy position. He's got a decent draw, so I think there's a bit of speed in the race, so he's going to like that. He's actually a natural horse. He put himself in a handy spot all the time, so yeah, it's going to ride him simple, and let's hope he gives us his best again.
You're flying of late, 12 winners across the last 10 meetings, a treble on Wednesday night, 82 wins. Your personal best is 93 with 5 meetings to go. Is that a tough ask, or do you think you've still got a bit of sort of ammo to fire late in the season?
Well, nothing is tough if you just put your mind to it, right? But it is a hard thing to do, especially in Hong Kong. And I'm just really thankful and grateful for all the support and how this season has gone. And it's almost towards the end. I just want to make sure I just keep the same momentum, and it's been a great season.
Vincent, Flying Luck, lining up for his second run at 1,200 metres. He was first up over 1,000. What did you make of the overall performance where he ran on strongly from last?
Yeah, lovely big boy. Still green, but he got plenty of potential. Ran very well last start in the straight, and come home very strong. 1,200 will even be better for him, and he got a bright future.
Did he impress you the way he got a little bit of a touch up at the start, and then sort of the last 200 metres sort of found a few traffic issues, but he looked pretty willing at the end still?
Yeah, he's brave, and a little bit of traffic, but he still come home very strong. And we know he will finish off very strong, so it's a little bit expected that he will be strong. We'll look forward to riding him.
He's got a low draw over the 1,200 metres. Does he probably settle midfield, maybe a little worse than midfield?
Yeah, I mean, wherever is comfy. It depends how the race pace pan out, but wherever is comfy, we're happy. He's still just as long as he do everything right and come home strong, we're happy.
as the season draws to a close, so no rest for the wicked. You're off to the UK and Japan again. No doubt you're looking forward to getting back to the UK after that trip was curtailed last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while that I haven't ride in UK, and been looking forward to it last season, but unfortunately with the injury I can't. But yeah, looking forward to ride there. It's gonna be another good summer with great experience. So yeah.
Matthew, you ride Grand Boss for Danny Shum. You jumped aboard him last time out. He was much improved. How did you rate his overall performance?
Actually, last start, I a little bit surprised he went really well, and also he's not quite fit last start. After that one, he went Chung Fa, and I tried him. I feel he's much fitter and better. The problem is last start he hung in badly, so hopefully then he put some gear change on him. Hopefully he can improve from this. So I think he's much better and fitter this time.
So he raced better with that gear on in his recent trial?
Slightly better. It helped him a little bit. So let's see in the race day. Yeah.
He's drawn nicely. Does he probably end up somewhere midfield in the run?
I think quite similar to last start. Just try to get him a good spot and give him a time to travel and find his rhythm. I think like the Chung Fa trial, he traveled, found his rhythm. He went on really strong at the last. So hopefully would be similar position and he went well again. Yeah.
Your own personal form as we get down towards the end of the season, no doubt a little bit of a frustrating sort of beginning to the season, but you've had 4 winners from the last 10 meetings, so you happy enough with sort of the way that the end of the season has gone?
Yes, yeah, of course, like first half of the season is the worst season I have, but I tell myself just head down and keep working. Second half the season, everything come much better and smoother. I got more opportunity. I feel more support coming, so I'm pretty happy my second half of season. Yeah.
Mark, a new horse from your stable, Fortune Superstar, who's formerly trained by Joseph O'Brien. What can you tell us about this young 3-year-old?
Yeah, look, he's a really nice horse. He arrived here at Colt, and we gave him a few weeks' work, a couple of trials, gelded him, given him plenty of time. His birth date is actually March, so he's only 3 months of age. So he's got a little bit of catching up to do, but his last trial was very positive. Brenton's been happy with his work since then. It's time to give him a run now before the end of the season and just set him up well for next year. But he's certainly got enough talent.
His wins and all of his runs in Ireland have been over 1,600 metres and on rain-affected tracks. Is he going to be one that adapts to the firmer surfaces here in Hong Kong, you think?
Yeah, look, I don't see a problem. His pedigree says that that won't be an issue. His performance last time on the turf on good ground in the trial was good, promising. Last 200 he came through between runners and showed a turn of foot. So a lot of those horses coming out of Europe have a lot of the speed trained out of them, but here the shorter, sharper work on a racetrack every day. Hopefully that just sets him up that he finishes the race off well. He's going to be a horse that's going to be at his best at probably 1,800 and 2,000, but it's a nice starting point for him.